All right, folks, Duke Machado here, Hispanic Republican podcast. We've got a lot going on, and apparently we're making some of the liberal Latinos a little anxious, maybe a little nervous. It's hard for them to see Hispanic or / Latino conservatives rising up and speaking, saying something. So they're doing their best to keep us silent, but we're not letting them. You know, they can call us Nopal. That's fine. That's my new AKA. Your favorite Nopal, Duke Machado. So, you know, we kind of beat them at their own game, really because they're misinformed and they're ignorant. And so we pray for them. We pray that maybe they can see through all the lies. Hopefully one day, maybe they can. Maybe never. Maybe some of them are so dense. And by some of their comments and responses, I would say that some of them are so dense that even if the facts were laid out in front of them, they would not see that. They would not see the truth for what it is. So those folks, we're not really trying to reach them. It's the others. It's the others who may have just been misinformed, but they're seeking. And so that's what this show is here. We're going to cover 2 reasons why you should vote for Ken Paxton over James Tallarico. So a couple of positive things here. First, to me, it's the border. It's our sovereignty. We know that Ken Paxton has been fighting as our Attorney General against the Biden administration. We know that he sued the federal government for their overreach. The way they just opened the border and let people cross into our state just was so disrespectful. That's a great way to put it. It just disrespected every Texan. We value our state. We value our property. We value our lives, our families. And to just open that border and let anyone cross into our state was a slap in the face to all of us. Doesn't matter whether you're Democrat or Republican. Maybe if you're a Democrat, maybe you liked it. But either way, truly, it was a slap in the face, because it says, I'm going to let all these illegal people into your backyard. And, you know, are they all murderers? No, they're not all murderers and rapists, but there sure were a bunch in that mix that nobody knows where they are or where they went or what state they ended up in or how many Americans they've killed, raped, abused in some way. That's all thanks to Biden and his policies. So, you know, you've got Ken Paxton, who stood strong here in Texas, who fought Biden. Well, they're one and the same. Who fought Biden and essentially preserved Texas. It kept us from being overrun by the federal government. And so I have to commend him for that. I know that as senator, he will continue to fight. He will continue to keep the border secured, keep it strong, keep our people down there, our border patrol, keep them paid, keep everything funded. That's his priority. It is safety, security, border. You know, all these things matter to us here in Texas. And this is one of the main reasons why you should consider voting for Ken Paxton. Yeah, okay, is he perfect? No. Who is? No one is perfect. Has he done some things that you may not like? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Will he stand for Texas? Will he defend us in Washington? Answer to that, without a doubt, is yes. So For that reason, Ken Paxton over Tallarico. We know Tallarico, he's just going to open up that border. He's going to do what he's told. He's going to let all these migrants in. And we already know the result of that plan. And it is not good. So if you want more of that, Tallarico's your man. If you want what we have now is a secure border, we're picking up criminal, illegal immigrants, we're getting them deported. That's what we all wanted. So Ken Paxton for the win on the border and our sovereignty for sure. Number 2, this one here might have been number 1, but this is definitely number 1 or number 2. The fact that Donald Trump endorsed Ken Paxton over John Cornyn pretty much says all you need to know. Ken Paxton is America First. America First means that you believe in our Constitution. And if you believe in our Constitution, then you also believe in states' rights and the power that the states maintain, which I know that as Attorney General, he's going to have a clear understanding of what that is and integrate it with his new role as Senator. So he's America First. He is not woke. He is a Christian conservative, and he's going to fight for the things that preserve our American way of life. Now, I don't think it's racist to say that I want to preserve our American way of life. Our American way of life does not include African immigrants coming in with knives and cutting heads off, right? So that's what's happening in Europe. It could happen here. Muslims coming in, overwhelming, doing what they do. We see the news, folks. Is this compatible with the American way of life, with the baseball game that I just left? Everyone's sitting out, just enjoying everything, American flags waving, patriotism everywhere. I mean, that's what I'm looking for. Some will say, well, you just want to be white. I just want to be white. No, I just want to be American. I want to be successful. I want to be accountable to myself, to my family. You know, I'm not asking for handouts, but I am asking the government to stay out of the way, to allow us to thrive, to succeed. You know, look, the taxes that I pay are crazy. I'm sure you feel the same way. Can we reduce those taxes? Can I get to keep more of my income? That's what I'm interested in. Can I put more food on the table? Can I stock the pantries? I already see gas prices dropping. A lot of people will say, oh, well, Trump is hurting our country, and you know, anyone who Trump supports is not good for our country. Folks, we've been at this Iran thing for a few months. Let's get real. Prices are already down. They've peaked, and they've already come back down. I'd like to see them come down more. I would, but we've got things to resolve around the world. Paxton needs to be at that table. He needs to vote for Texans and, like I say, preserve our way of life. There's no way that Tallarico, the guy who thinks that God is binary, the guy who thinks that there are 6 genders, there's the guy that thinks that we should have a welcome mat at our border. There's no way that that guy is going to preserve our American way of life. So, you know, look, you can say what you want. Call me a coconut. Call me a nopal. Call me a sellout. I don't care. Call me wannabe white. trying to get a seat at the table. I don't care about any of that. I'm not trying to get a seat at any table. I have a seat right here. This is my table. So, folks, look, I'm not trying to convert people that cannot be converted. There's some of them, their blinders are so big, and they're never going to see what's on the other side. And I get that. But there's some who might be swayed. And those of you are the ones I'm trying to reach. We can't just follow along. We have to step out of the line, and we have to vote for our conscience. We have to vote for our future. That's it in a nutshell, folks. Duke Machado, the Hispanic Republican Podcast.